Bible says to love our enemies. Who are our enemies, and how are we supposed to love them?
Okay, good question. Did our enemies take us into captivity?
Gone.
All right, good stuff. Let me get that first.
2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 15. Ye count him not as an enemy,
Count him not as an enemy. Go ahead.
but admonish him as a brother.
But you're supposed to admonish him as a brother. I shouldn't be your enemy. You understand? Go ahead. Let me get that. Yeah.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
You should not hate your brother in your heart. Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor,
Go ahead.
and not suffer sin upon him.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
And that's how you become an enemy. When you bear grudge against your people. You understand? Go ahead.
But
Hold on. You got brothers out in these streets grudging, waging war against each other. They become each other's enemies. Right? Go ahead.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
But you gotta love them like you love yourself. You done with that?
Yeah.
Let me get 1 John 5 and 2. Let me get Chronicles.
The book of Chronicles, chapter 28, verse 8. And the children of Israel carried away captive of their brethren.
That's what you did. You Northern Kingdom brothers, y'all carried away captive y'all brethren. Shalom, 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 fam. All right. Northern Kingdom carried away Israelites into captivity. All right. That's an enemy. I asked you if your enemy took you into captivity. You said yeah. The difference is this. That's the ones you're supposed to love, not the other enemies. You understand? The other nations.
Does it edify that the other nations we're not supposed to love?
Well, should you love what the Most High loves?
Yes.
Should you hate what the Most High hates?
Absolutely.
So if the Most High hates Esau, should you love him if he's your enemy?
No.
I guess you answered your question. See how easy that was? Here's the thing, right? Ramawan can attest to this, right? We gotta move smart, right? I go to my slavery and I smile with everybody if need be. You understand? Esau walked by and said, hey, what's up, Blue? Say, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Laugh with him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what am I gonna do? Tell them about themselves? Lose my job because they're being friendly? Always remember this, man. Just because their spirit is off, don't mean that they understand why. You understand?
God.
They don't know why they do what they do. Their spirit is to do that, right? So we don't have to take up arms every time we come across them. We don't have to yell at them. We don't have to tell them about their mammy. You know what I'm saying?
God.
We don't got to tell them that the devil is their pappy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can just deal with them cordially, right?
Con.
Because they don't know no better. And the easiest way to get that demon to manifest is to be cool with them. Because then if I tell you, hey man, well, how do you feel about this? Well, what do you think about that? His 90% of the time, 99% of the time, his spirit is gonna go against you when you talk about those things. Because he just can't deal with that. You know what it is to tell a man, you done raped, robbed, stole everything in the world. You think he's really trying to hear that? No. But then you're gonna have that one or two that are gonna listen. They're going to acknowledge, they're going to understand, and they're going to bow. You understand?
God.
On to the K.
Now, let me help you out with the enemies thing. Let's get Christ's words. Matthew 5 and 43. Let me get that. You're going to read 43 and 44. Yeah.
This is 1 John chapter 5, verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God.
By this we know that we love the children of God. Go ahead.
When we love God and keep his commandments,
And we love the Most High and we keep his commandments.
for this is the love of God.
For this is the love of God.
that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
It shouldn't be a difficult thing, right? So I don't lose sleep because I don't eat pork. You understand? I don't wake up in cold sweats because I didn't sleep with your woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal to me, right?
Right.
That's love.
All right.
That's true love, right? I'll tell my woman every day, hugging and kissing ain't love. You know what I'm saying? The pedophile do that. You know what I'm saying? Hugging and kissing ain't love. But me keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is how I show you that I love you, because I'm not going to do anything that's going to go against you as my brother. You know what I'm saying? Or my sister. You understand? That's love. All right, go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 43. Ye have heard that it has been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy.
You know why we hated our enemies? Because, once again, Yahushua is in Jerusalem, talking to Jews, the southern kingdom, and we didn't want to deal with no Israelites that wasn't in the land. Or at least if you wasn't keeping the high holy days, coming through every high holy day, and because it wasn't nothing for you to live in another land, but if you wasn't keeping the high holy days, we weren't dealing with you. You understand? Well, go ahead.
Verse 44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you.
Hey, love your enemies, bless them that curse you. You think it's talking about bless those other nations that curse you? No, your own people curse you. This is a book to Israel, for Israel, about Israel. You understand? It's only talking about you. Go ahead.
Do good to them that hate you.
Do good to those brothers that hate you, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And pray for them which despitefully use you.
And pray for your brothers and sisters that despitefully use you. All right, go ahead. That's it.
And persecute you.
And they persecute us. Right? So you might get pulled over. What Ice Cube say? Black police showing off for the white cop. Ain't they persecuting you? Ain't when you go to court, ain't they still sitting there? Aren't they under the guise of the blue line of silence or something? So always remember that. What's 45 say? Go ahead.
Verse 45. That ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good.
Hey, because at the end of the day, you're going to have Israelites that'll be doing good. You're going to have Israelites that's going to be doing evil. Go ahead.
And sendeth rain on the just.
And the unjust.
And on the unjust.
And no matter, hey, he nourishes everybody. When that rain comes, the crops grow, right? Even the wicked nigga got to eat.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the righteous man got to eat. So everybody getting the same treatment, the judgment is different. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
All right.
Hopefully that answers your question as to who you're supposed to love and who you're supposed to hate. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it says never trust your enemies. You know what I'm saying? For as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Let me get that. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Because what is it saying? Just as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You might wipe off a looking glass. Anybody know about those movies with the ships? Like when you're on the ship, you Zebulon, and you got the ship, you got the looking glass.
Oh yeah,
scope. Those things were made out of metal, right? Ain't no plastic. Those are metal, so they'd rust.
Iron and brass, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, or SICARRI, chapter 12, verse 11.
10.
Verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed.
Hey, though your enemy humble himself, you'll see a so-called white man, Asian man, East Indian man, they all act like everything is all gravy, right? Because they ain't living through what you got to live through. That's the difference. They don't live how you live. Go ahead.
Beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
And be aware of him. As it'll be as if you've wiped the looking glass. Go ahead.
And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
So no matter how much you polish that, it's going to rust. It's going to rust over time. Meaning his wickedness, his hatred for you is going to show over time. You understand? You know what it is? I came out of the world smoking, drinking, fornicating, living how I wanted to live. And a homeboy hit me up like, yo man, we missed the old blue. And I'm thinking to myself, you missed that nigga? you don't love this nigga that's doing something different? You missed that dude? Go ahead, man. Is it on that? Go.
Verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Because that's what he want, man. He want to take your place. You're going to get the kingdom. He wish he can take the kingdom back. So he wants to see you fall so that his kingdom can stay up.
Con.
I flipped it on you, didn't I? You know what direction I'm going to go. Go ahead.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
Yeah, man, don't have him be your right hand, man. Don't confide in him. Don't trust in that man, because he wants to take your position. Go ahead.
And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith.
Hey, because these other nations are thorns in your side. That's why I said, and be pricked therewith. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Go to 16.
Verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his
An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips. Go ahead.
but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
But in his mind, all he want to do is get you out of your position. Throw you in a pit, kill you. Like I said, man, I used to be around a lot of Edomites, man. One Edomite, probably about 50 years old, told me about how sometimes he'd be sitting up on his bed in the middle of the night thinking about what wickedness to do the next day.
Yeah.
So we always got to be mindful, man. That's it on that, right? Go ahead.
He will weep with his eyes.
Hey, oh man, you know, look what your people go through, man. You know, it's hard for y'all. Hey, brother, so help us out. Man, I gotta go to work right now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
But if you find opportunity, blood won't even satisfy him. He gotta take everything from you. You understand? Everything. That's it on that? Yeah. Fine. So you understand who your brother is and your enemies and why you gotta love your enemies and all that?
God.
All right then. Because until y'all started coming back out here, y'all was enemies, right?
That part.
All right. You know what I'm saying? You know, trust is a hard thing for people to gain out here in this truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They say trust not no man, but put your confidence in the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to be able to trust each other and know that the brother on the left side or on the right side or in front of you is willing to die or lay a life down. You know what I'm saying? That's what you would hope. So when you actually putting in this work, you want those same brothers on your side. You know? So always remember that.